Hello everybody, I am here with my guest Cody. Cody, thank you so much for coming. You've been on before.
I have.
Right? Yeah. Love it. Love it. And we made cabbage, that yummy cabbagey stuff.
It was so good.
So you're a super healthy eater. You're a health coach. Well, I'm a
food and fitness coach.
Awesome.
Yes.
Food and fit. I knew you would know the right name for it.
I do know what I do. Yes.
I do
it's
know
important.
I knew you would know what you did. That's awesome. So you help so many people to be healthy and strong. So we are going to show you one of the things that you try to get people to do is eat their greens, right?
Greens.
Yes. That's a super awesome one for the camera. Cody took a bite out of this before. Just kidding, she didn't really.
I believe in eating greens.
Yeah, but when you meet new people and you first tell them eat your greens, they're like, I can't do it. I can't.
They all think they don't like greens, but
yes,
when
but
they're
they
made
do, right? Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So we are going to. This is Swiss chard. It's actually called green chard. The Swiss chard is the red, the one with the pretty, yeah. So we're just gonna get the stalks out of the middle of these, and then we're gonna chop it up. We've got our pan heating over here. We're just sauteing some greens. That's all we're doing.
Awesome.
But it's gonna be delicious.
Right.
So I will start getting the stalks out of these, and if you wanna just put a little oil in that pan.
I'd love to. Just
that would be.
have a little, do you want to just pour it?
Yeah, you can just kind of pour it.
Just
and when
it,
and I'm going to kind of stack these leaves up.
Right.
It's an easier way to chop. Let's see. Yeah, super handy. So this looks like a lot of greens, but you know how greens cook down, right? Yeah.
More the better.
Is that starting to sizzle?
It is.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah. So you don't want to heat your oil too much, or else it'll get kind of it'll start smoking, and the health properties will go right out of that. Right?
That's right.
You're like, they'll just smoke away.
They just go away. They disappear. Right? You want to try to keep it, what, under 115 degrees?
You know, some oils you can actually cook at really high temperatures. Grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, and the health properties are totally intact and fine. Yep.
Great.
Yes. Oh, but I am glad you brought that up, because a lot of people think that if you boil vegetables or steam vegetables or cook vegetables that you're losing quite a bit of the nutrients, and the truth is that you're only losing approximately 15. So you still have 85% of the minerals there. And if you can eat this much raw, but when you cook it, you can eat this much cooked, then you're actually getting more nutrients, because you're making up for that 15%. Does that make sense?
Brilliant.
So I tell people that all the time, because they kind of get a little bit worried. So I have to chop the garlic, so that won't start smoking. I'm gonna just take it off the heat. Yeah, so I actually saw one study, and it's not, I mean, there weren't like 10 million studies done on this same thing, so it's not necessarily a randomized controlled study, but it's an interesting study. And what they did was they took cobalt, which is a mineral that is full of B vitamins.
Right, okay.
Do you know this? You probably know this. Cobalt is, one of those minerals that we need. And they boiled it for like on 350 degrees or something really high for like 3 days. And it lost about 15% of the nutrients. So it's okay to cook your vegetables. It's okay. And one of the best ways to cook your vegetables is in vegetable soup, because even though you're losing just a small amount, that amount goes out into the soup.
Right, you're just going to drink it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, so we're going to put our garlic in here. I bet it's going to sizzle up. We'll put that back on the heat. And so I have also got some red pepper flakes. These are Thai red pepper flakes. So they're much hotter than the kind you see at like the pizza parlor.
Right.
Yeah, right? So don't sniff too closely or you'll start sneezing.
I'm going to be coughing.
Okay, so we'll just want to cook that garlic just a little bit. And we've got our heat on about medium. So I know, doesn't it smell so good? Yeah. And you know what happens to greens when you put them in the pan? They shrink down quite a bit. You want to kind of keep stirring that around. We don't want it to burn.
No.
And then I'm just going to toss this in there.
Okay.
You can kind of. Now, one of the things that I do is I actually do not salt my greens until they're done, because they shrink down so much. I tend to over salt them.
That makes so much sense. You don't want to lose that green. There we go.
Yay! So I'm going to put a little bit of this red pepper. Are you okay with heat?
Bring it on.
Yeah, me too. I love heat too. Good for you. Love it. It's so good for us. So, okay, just looking at this.
Right.
It's made of chilies, right? You know some of the health properties of chilies.
Absolutely.
I bet you do. Do you want to say some of them?
You're going to put me on the spot? Well, I do know that it actually helps increase your metabolism.
Oh,
That's something that I
nice,
help
right?
people with lose weight, and so the spicier food that you eat actually raises your body's core temperature.
Love
so
it.
you burn more calories.
Love
So I
it.
do know that.
We like that, right? We love that.
We all like that.
I'm turning this down just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, and then the other thing is anything that's red in color, high in vitamin A and beta carotene, right?
Right, of course.
And the other thing, capsaicin, you know about that, right?
I do.
If people have sore joints, it really, really can help, or inflammation, it can really help with that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I always tell people, spice your food up, spice it up.
Spice up your life.
Yeah, so Cody, we are going to plate this up on this gorgeous cutting board right here. It's getting there. Let's go just a little bit longer, yeah. I mean, I would love to eat it like that, but if people are new to greens, yeah, let's make it a little softer.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I actually love, a friend of mine made these cutting boards, and we have the website, his website link on our site.
Okay.
So yeah,
I want one of those.
aren't they beautiful? They're gorgeous. So I actually love plating things up on these cutting boards. They're so beautiful. That is perfect.
That is.
Let's go ahead and, you didn't know I was going to make you do this whole recipe, did you?
No, but hey, I'm happy to. Oh gosh, look at that.
Okay, so take this fork right here, and yeah, don't burn yourself. That would be bad.
That would be really
We
bad.
would edit that part out if you did that.
I would hope so.
We'd be like, suck it up, Cody.
It's okay.
Okay, so we got to do our little bits of salt. So see how much farther it went down. Yeah. So if we salted before, we would way over salt and it wouldn't taste good. We'd have some salty greens.
Tip. I'm gonna steal that one.
Feel free. And then to make it, I always say make your food beautiful. So we're just gonna let's just put a little bit of the red pepper flakes just kind of around the outside, maybe a little bit more on top.
So
Gorgeous, right? Okay, you ready? It's really hot, don't burn yourself.
let's see here.
You could also drizzle a little lemon, orange,
that
any
would be
citrus
good.
would be great.
I just don't want a big, huge bite.
I know.
That would. Okay.
Oh, so good. Like immediate flavor, right? This isn't one of those things you have to wait for the flavor to come.
It's one of those that makes you want to do a little happy
It made
dance.
Cody do a dance.
Oh, that is so good.
Awesome. Cody, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We'll have you on again, okay?
Please do. I would love
Awesome.
it.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks.